let's get into the race straight away. It is going to be obviously on Forza this time around. We've kind of skipped Trackmania. We'll be maybe back to that one. But Forza Race Championships, it has been going for many years now, and these guys have been competing in it. I can tell you that Harmonic, who is in the lead, you know what? He got a Cura NSX just in May. He went and got an NSX, amazing car, fantastic car. So he got his dream car, and you can see he's currently in the lead, is playing and representing Lazarus. He's over in America, so I don't know how much lag is going to maybe come into effect of this one. We'll find out. Of course, you can see Cammy hot on his heels. This is more like it. This is racing right here. We've seen mistakes early on in all of the races so far, but this is what we expected. You can see we have two hot competitors, and as he mentioned, Cammy has improved. Now, as Max alluded to earlier on, it's one thing to get behind a car, it's another to get past them. Obviously, we're going to see Harmonic is probably going to be fairly defensive. You can see it's within 18 meters of each other, so he's basically on his bumper right now. It's Harmonic in the lead. That is the red team. Obviously, we can see Cammy on your screens there, who is representing the green team right on his backside. You can see, I should mention, because there's hundreds of cars in Forza these days. It is actually the Lamborghini Aventador. That's pretty obvious, but it is the LP750-4 SV version. There you go. Got to get the exact version out there, just like we did with the AOC monitor a moment ago. They sometimes have similar type of titles that can catch you off guard. But Harmonic looking pretty solid. We are, of course, on the Hockenheim full circuit, a German racetrack. And these tracks are actually starting to reopen, by the way. Obviously you can go do laps yourself. Sometimes the Nordschleife is open now. Obviously you've seen it in the background. The silhouette behind Melly, the Nordschleife, is back open. If you want to get yourself a lap round there. Some serious focus, Kevin, on your face there. That's because you can't see the green car, right? I can't even see it. Where is it? We don't know. There it is. He's behind him. He's just behind him. He's not too far back. It's all right. It's good to see Forza, while it's moved on about 3 different versions since I last cast it, still has the load screen when you switch car. So they'll get there eventually. They'll get there eventually. But you can see Cammy. He is right on the back of Harmonic. Yeah, a bit of wheel spin as he tries to pull away from him, but very close. Not too sure about the South African flag flying for Harmonic. It's South Africa, isn't it? I may be wrong on that one, actually. I may be wrong on that one. I'm going to question myself, question my flags of the world. But either way, it's clearly over in America, and lag does not seem to be paying any effect, which is what it's great to see. That's what you like to see. The cross, obviously, it's starting to come into the world of cross-console play and Atlantic performances with the European lag, but Cammy still focused, chasing him down on the second lap here of the 5. Hot on his heels. Just one mistake will be the difference between these two. You can see that's basically what Cammy's waiting on right now, because it will be very hard to pass him. You can see they're clearly setting similar paces to one another as they come around into the 3rd lap. And across the line, Harmonic just stretching the lead a tiny little bit. Only ever so slightly, but he's actually made a mistake back there. Cammy running a little too wide and hitting the limiter, hitting the rev limiter. You can hear it bouncing up there, which actually cost him ever so slightly. Again, very tight in terms of control. We'll be able to hear from Max in a little bit, just what you can do in these best situations. Obviously, you got to keep your focus, keep your calm, and it's a different. Obviously, when you're the chasing car, you clearly have the impetus to, okay, I need to keep chasing, but don't overcook it. Now, for Harmonic, he's got to keep the focus, but he's got to make sure he doesn't lose focus. He's got to keep that time attack going, keep that pressure, and obviously, don't worry too much about that car in your rear mirror. He's going to be able to just keep getting that little glimpse as he edges away. Around the tight corners there of the Hockenheim ring at the moment, as he still keeps himself a lead. He is actually starting to stretch it ever so slightly here, Harmonic. You're on Forza 7. Many generations, and I say, probably, I'm throwing a stat out here, but I'm going to say this is probably one of the most popular racing games out there. based on the fact its popularity over the years. It's certainly grown in stature. Obviously, Gran Turismo, who we're going to be looking at shortly as well for the PlayStation. This one for the Xbox. They're kind of the competition with one another. But us race fans, we don't need to worry about what these companies do because we can benefit from playing them all. And that's the beauty of this, and that's why we're getting to cover all 7 different genres. There's even more out there as well, obviously, we could touch towards. And as it stands, in lap 4, Harmonic, aka Dave Hock, is continuing to hold the lead. Again, hitting that rev limiter, just bouncing off it, lingering effectively, just the smallest fraction of a second too long, and it can cost you that fraction of a second. And that seems to be Harmonic. He is not making mistakes, is he? Ooh, a little late on the brake in there, and you can see how that has closed the gap. So Harmonic not hitting the apex as cleanly as he'd like, giving Cammy the chance to gain the ground. Cammy certainly cutting the corner just a little touch more than Harmonic there, kissing the apex a little bit nicer. Harmonic definitely seem to be playing it a little safe here, but Max's man is currently leading the race. Team Red out to pick up their second victory to level the playing field, perhaps here. Well, the votes have been going out. Don't be mean, vote for green has been ringing through. I hope you guys have come up with some sort of ring for the red team, because they themselves, well, they've won 2 votes so far. The popularity has been going their way. Harmonic is doing the business right now. Into the final lap we go. It's now or never for Cammy to try and get past him. If we were looking in the sim racing world, this would be the time we'd see them making the maneuver, but I'm not too sure he's quite close enough, you know. And I think he needed to be closer coming into this lap, looking to be right on the bumper. Perhaps as we approach one of these sharp braking corners, be where you can really try and make your move and get the pass in, catch him on the acceleration. But Harmonic is absolutely cool as a cucumber. He has not made a single error, and I think we're seeing exactly what sim racers can bring to the table. Well, yes, they are using the control, and throw it out there. Actually, you know, I've known Liège for a long time, one of the top competitors in Forza, who actually took part in the world's fastest game out. Harmonic was actually a finalist for that as well. And for Forza, we saw it from Dave Gaming with all his steering wheels earlier on, the controller is actually the best option. It isn't always, but for Forza, it certainly has been over the last few years, which is why we're seeing both of these using that controller, as opposed to Shem and Maxime, who we saw picking up the controller what seemed to be the first time in their lives as they were heading in towards Trackmania. But Harmonic at the moment looks like he's cruising to victory, has not made an error at all, led from the beginning. Cammy, in fairness, has kept within 20-30 meters of him throughout the entire race, kept him in check, but it's going to be Harmonic that will win and go over the line in Forza, taking the victory for the red team, the second victory for them. Harmonic picks up the win for Max Benecke. You know his name now, don't you, Max?
Yes, very well done. Great race, leading from the beginning. Perfect.